Hello friends. Today as the market is closing, it was almost 1700 points down. And many of the people in India should be realizing that their capital itself would have been eroded. So this is the risk associated with the stock market, though there is a profit element also when you take some risk. But here I'm going to tell you about post office investments which are going to be guaranteed not only on your capital but also on your interest and the maturity benefit. See, in this particular video, I'm going to give you three things on agenda. One, interest and maturity amount for the present rate of interest, which is going to be valid till 30th of June 2021. The second agenda would be change of interest and maturity amount if the rates of interest change from July 1st, 2021. And the third aspect is how are you going to earn interest on interest and going to increase your yield. So let's go into the topic right away and see what is what. The first and the foremost thing is we will take top 4 schemes. The top 4 schemes would be Senior Citizen Savings Scheme, which is at 7.4%. Then the monthly income scheme, which is at 7.6. Then the national savings certificate, which is 6.8, and the time deposit of 5 years, which is at 6.7. These are the present rate of interest, which will be valid till 30th of June. Because you know very well that the Ministry of Finance have got the authority to change the rates of interest once in a quarter. Let us take an approximate amount of 9 lakhs as an investment on all these schemes, because these are the schemes where it is a one-time investment. I'm not going to take into account the PPF and the Sukanya Samriddhi because they are recurring investments every year. Okay, so for the calculation convenience, I'm going to take 9 lakhs to be invested on all the schemes and see what is the maturity amount on this. Okay, right. So the monthly interest which the Senior Citizen Savings Scheme is going to give us is 55.50. Okay, as a monthly interest. And for the MI scheme, it is 4950 because it's a little less rate of interest. The National Savings Scheme and the time deposit are one-time investments. Okay, just one-time investments. Let us go into the next slide and see how this works as well. Now, when at the end of 5 years, each of the scheme will have the interest amount alone accumulated at these. For example, the senior savings scheme is at 3,33,000, monthly income scheme 2.79 lakhs, national savings certificate is 3.5 and time deposit 3.05. You may be wondering why national savings certificate at 6.8% is having a greater rate of interest rather than this senior citizen savings scheme. The reason is like this. Senior citizen savings schemes give you an interest payout of 5,550 every month. That is why it does not get accumulated in the capital. Whereas the National Savings Certificate is a compounding interest because they are not going to give you any amount in the interim period of 5 years. This is the basic difference. That is what I say, the money, what you invest, money multiplies money. And thereafter, interest you can gain after interest, which I am going to tell you in the future slides. So, the maturity amounts for all the schemes at the end of 5 years would look something like this. 12,33,000 for senior citizen. Okay, monthly income scheme 11.79 lakhs, national savings certificate 12.5, time deposit 12.09. This is the maturity amount if you invest 9 lakhs before 30th of June 2021. See, this is a very important aspect because if you don't invest this, you will not get this rate of interest. Okay, so this is the first thing. Now let me go to the second agenda. Okay, now this is what I have explained already, that National Savings Certificate has got an increased rate of return because it doesn't pay out in an interim period of 5 years. Now the second agenda is what will be your interest looking like from 1st of July 2021 when the Finance Ministry probably will change the rate of interest. Okay, yeah, all of you might be knowing that these were the rate of interest which was declared on 31st March night, but eventually on 1st of April it was taken back. So there is definitely a probability that the rates of interest will be changed from the present rate to these rates. Okay, let us now imagine that you are going to invest this 9 lakhs or whatever the amount is on 1st of July or afterwards. What will be the interest amount? The interest amount the maturity amount will be looking something like this in comparison with the maturity amounts you have invested before 30th of June 2021. So how much is the difference? You would be noting down here. So that will be the rate of interest. So what my sincere advice to all of you is, if you are having an inclination to invest some amount, try to consolidate your savings and put it in the post office in any of these four schemes before 30th of June, because you'll be getting a very good return in that, because almost the rate of interest is going to be slashed down by 0.6% minimum for these schemes, and your return obviously will be reduced. So this was what I wanted to project in comparison of the maturity benefits, what you would be receiving before the interest changes and after the interest changes. So now you might be wondering that, the rates of interest have gone down. Now let me give you an idea of a situation where you can try to earn interest on interest. Suppose you are not going to utilize the senior citizen saving schemes of monthly interest rate and the monthly income scheme interest rate of 5,550 and 4,950. You don't need that actually. Okay, if you don't need that, open an RD. Okay, open a recurring deposit in the same post office and try to invest this amount on a monthly basis. Okay, so your interest which is procured from senior citizen saving schemes and the monthly income saving scheme are reinvested in the recurring deposit. So what will eventually happen is, at the end of 5 years, when your original investments are going to mature, this recurring deposit also will mature and give you an income of 53,817, which will add up to your total interest of 3.33 lakhs and make it as 3.83 lakhs, 86 lakhs. So see, you are going to earn an interest on the capital, then you are reinvesting the interest once again in recurring deposit to have an interest on. So this will enhance your yield end of the year at the end of 5 years. Capital, interest, maturity benefit, and interest on interest. So four benefits is what I'm going to get. So try to think that even if you cannot invest the complete interest amount which you're going to get, try to invest partially. Okay. If you don't need the complete amount, try to invest it partially. That's what the message I just wanted to convey. And at the end of this, I just wanted to reiterate that how much ever you are going to invest in the stock market or the SIP or mutual funds, you need to really invest a sizable portion in the government bonds and the government savings schemes, because they guarantee you the capital which you have hard worked for. Okay, your capital is going to be secured, your interests are going to be guaranteed, your returns are going to be just as promised at the beginning of the scheme. This is the beauty. So you may argue that it doesn't give a very attractive return compared to the mutual funds and the SIPs, but however, for example of today where 1700 points were down, many of the people's capital would have been eroded. So this would really bring a lot of anguish in your minds, trauma in your mentally, trauma in your mental balance. So if you want to avoid all those things, and if you want to have a peace of mind, try to take some investments in the post office and LICs and banks where your capital, interest, and maturity benefits are guaranteed. This is what was my humble advice. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell button to get more informative videos like this. Thank you for watching. All the best and happy investing.